Wait a sec. Did we have a meeting lined up for today? Whoops, my bad. Everyone in our department, including me, is out at an event. So, I can't make it. Can we do it tomorrow instead?
Tomorrow?
But the deal we have with our company runs out tomorrow. This seems a little risky. Is that going to be alright for them?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. I'm Keiichi Sato, and I work for Tokimeki Electronic Corporation. Right now, I'm hanging out at the office with my coworker, Noah Niyama, just waiting for our client to get here.
Karin and Leo are really late.
Yeah, we were meant to start the meeting 30 minutes ago. I guess I should just give Karen a quick call. Hello? Is that you, Karen?
Oh, come on, Keiichi. I've told you already. There's no need to be all serious with me. I mean, we used to be a couple, remember?
Yes, but this is a work call, so I need to keep it professional. By the way, we were supposed to kick off our meeting a bit ago. Where are you at right now?
Oh? Wait a sec. Did we have a meeting lined up for today? Whoops, my bad. Everyone in our department, including me, is out at an event. So, I can't make it. Can we do it tomorrow instead?
Tomorrow?
Come on, Keiichi. We've been through a lot together. I'm your ex, after all. Can you cut me some slack here?
I mean, I don't mind at all, but is your company really okay with this?
Totally. Actually, it works out better for us too. I'll email you the new schedule later, so thanks. Alright, well, catch you later.
She hung up. Who was that from?
Oh, that was Keiichi calling from Tokimeki Electronic Corporation. I totally forgot we had a meeting today, but I switched it to tomorrow, so we're all set.
Gotcha. Thanks for letting me know.
Hey, Karin, Leo.
We're off to the next spot.
Coming!
Hold on. So we're meeting with them tomorrow instead?
Yeah. Now it's set for 2 p.m. tomorrow.
But the deal we have with their company runs out tomorrow. This seems a little risky. Is that going to be alright for them?
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about that too.
And there aren't a whole lot of certified solar panel installers like you out there. Can they really afford to just let this partnership with us end?
Well, it seems like they're out busy at their department event, so they probably don't mind letting our deal slip.
But you've been incredibly professional and understanding with them. Even after all the flexibility you provided to Dokit Realty, they treat you like this? That's just plain disrespectful.
I appreciate you getting upset on my behalf, Noah. But no worries. I'll just start looking for a new business partner other than Dokit Reality. And so, the next day at 2 p.m.
Hey, I'm really sorry about the last minute switch in our schedule yesterday. I can't thank you enough for rolling with it.
Yeah, I heard you reached out to Karen, Keiichi. I really appreciate you rearranging this meeting on such short notice.
Oh, no problem at all. We had a clear schedule today and didn't have any other meetings or installations scheduled. So, we could do this meeting at whatever time was best for you.
But aren't you the ones who should be concerned about having the meeting today?
Huh? What do you mean?
The deadline for renewing our contract was this morning at 9 a.m. Since we didn't get any word from you by then, we figured you weren't going to continue with us. Is that right?
Wait a sec. Are you saying we can't keep this deal going right now?
Hang on. The deadline to renew our contract was this morning? I thought we had until the end of the day, since Karen was being way too hopeful about moving our meeting to 2 p.m. today.
I mean, isn't it sort of ridiculous to have a deadline for contract renewal that's by the hour? We had a meeting lined up, for crying out loud. Didn't it seem obvious we were going to keep the deal with you?
But have a look at this contract. It clearly mentions that the renewal had to be done by 9 a.m. today.
No way. It really mentions that.
Look, I'm not clear on what you two were thinking when you changed this meeting to 2 p.m. today, but we're just going by the contract. There's a deadline for renewing the contract, and we can't just brush that aside.
Hey, Karen! Why on earth did you reschedule the meeting after our contract renewal deadline?
Well, I wasn't able to go to the meeting yesterday, so today was my only choice. I honestly didn't know the deadline was right around the corner.
Seriously, it was just our work event yesterday, not the end of the world. You really should have gone to that meeting with them, even if it meant showing up late to our event.
But you weren't aware that we had that meeting planned for yesterday.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You were in charge of this. Keiichi, Noah, is there a way you could bend the rules a bit for us? Our partnership with your company, Tokimeki Electronic Corporation, is vital for our projects. We're in the process of constructing some high-rise condos and individual homes. And we're also planning to install solar panels in all of them. We really can't manage this without your help.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do. We have a lot of clients and partners who stick to the deadlines and have renewed their contracts with us. If we bend the rules just for your company, it wouldn't be fair to them. Plus, Karen, didn't you once end a meeting early because time was up?
Wait, what?
Oh, that. Yeah, but I was just in a rush because I had another meeting right after hours.
Either way, this is a clear sign of bad time management on your end. Honestly, when we received your call yesterday, we thought the renewal for our deal was off. We've already started negotiations with a different client.
Are you serious?
If you're still in need of a contractor for solar panel setup, I'd suggest looking elsewhere. I can also suggest a couple of companies if you'd like.
Okay, I understand. Looks like we're out of options here.
Okay.
Susumu, I want to inform you that as of today, our deal with Tokimeki Electronic Corporation is over.
What did you just say? We had a solid arrangement with them for the installation work, so why are we just losing them all of a sudden?
Apparently, we had to renew our contract with them by 9 a.m. today. By the time we had our meeting at 2 p.m., we were already out of time to renew it.
I can't believe this.
Honestly, I didn't think our deal with their company would end this way, but I was never really comfortable working with Keiichi. Isn't he your ex, Karen? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, totally.
Look, your history with Keiichi has nothing to do with this situation. We've got a serious issue on our hands. Before we signed with Tokimeki Electronic Corporation, we explored every local electric company, and none of them had someone like Keiichi. A certified solar power installer and a solid worker. We had full faith in him, and now we're losing him? Plus, why was the meeting set after the contract renewal deadline?
So, the meeting was supposed to happen yesterday, but then the department's golf tournament happened. Everyone showed up, me and Leo included. So, yeah.
A golf tournament. You picked that over a crucial contract renewal meeting. We've got projects like building high-rise condos and houses coming up. How are we supposed to install solar panels on those now?
I'm gonna search for a new contractor to help us with the solar panel installation. I'll ask Keiichi for some local company leads as well. It'll all work out. We'll manage it.
Look at that. Leo has everything under control. Just like I thought. Way to go, Leo.
I really hope it's as easy as it sounds.
Meanwhile, on our side, Koji, we really value you considering us for a partnership.
Yeah, and since your factory, Days Factory, is such a large-scale operation, this deal is way bigger than the one we just lost. So we're super thrilled.
Oh, don't mention it. I should be thanking you instead. We've been hearing nothing but good things about Tokimeki Electric Corporation lately. Your company has a strong reputation, and we're really looking forward to working with you.
That really means a lot to us. Thank you.
Honestly, we're really grateful that you recognized our contributions. I have to say, Keiichi, you're just as impressive as I knew you would be.
Oh, come on. It's not just me doing all the work. I've got an incredible team of engineers who put in a lot of effort every day to make sure everything is top tier. They're the real heroes.
Well, I'd love to start discussing the contract details right now if that's okay with you two. If this solar panel installation at our new factory goes smoothly, I definitely want to collaborate with you on larger projects in the future.
Sounds fantastic. I'd love to go through the contract with you. We'll make sure to deliver results that more than live up to your expectation.
Oh wow, Keiichi's just amazing. I hope to be an engineer who can match his skills one day.
A few months later.
Great news! We've locked in a deal with Doyomeki Electric, so it should be smooth sailing from this point.
I knew I could lean on you, Leo. You're such a dependable boyfriend.
You actually managed to get a deal that covers our losses with Tokimeki Electric Corporation? Whew, we can finally take a breather.
The three of them were really relieved after that, but
Why do we keep getting bombarded with complaint calls? What in the world is going on here?
So, about those solar panels we ordered from Doyomeki Electric Corporation, it turns out they only produce giant panels that are way too big for our high-rise condos and homes. And what's even worse is that the angles on the ones they installed are totally misaligned with where the sun actually shines. And it looks like the roof slopes and the angles of the solar panels don't line up at all. Plus, the neighbors near the new houses we're constructing are really upset because Doyomeki Electric Corporation began their installation without any consent.
I mean, aren't electric companies like Doyomeki supposed to adapt their solar panels to fit different types of buildings? Tokimeki Electric Corporation always managed to find the right size for any situation.
I reached out to Doyomeki Electric Corporation, and they flat out said that kind of precision requires some advanced tech and skills they just don't have. All that expertise and service we took for granted from Tokimeki Electric Corporation? Turns out it was their top engineers making it all possible.
I hate to bring it up, but didn't you guys kinda overestimate Doyomeki Electric Corporation's skills? Did you check if they were really able to take on a project this massive before finalizing a deal with them?
Yeah, I might have overlooked that just a bit.
All these blunders happening one after another. We're really in a tight spot if we can't get these problems fixed.
Leo, what the heck do we do now?
Wait a second, I have an idea. Let's reach out to Keiichi and get him back here.
a few hours later. So, would you mind telling me why we got called here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our deal with your company already ended.
Please, Keiichi, I'm begging you. We can give you a much better deal this time, much higher than last time. Can you just sign a new deal with us?
Whoa, wait, you want us to sign a new contract with you? Like right now?
So, the company we hired to take your place, Doyomeki Electric Corporation, can't do custom solar panel installation like you did. We're really in a tough spot right now. Come on, for old time's sake, can you help me out as your ex?
My previous relationship with you has nothing to do with what's going on now. If you're just asking for a personal favor, we have actual work to focus on. So I think we should wrap this up and you should go.
And did you honestly think that was the best way to tell us what's going on to get our support?
Well, I mean...
Karen, let Leo and I handle this from here.
Okay, I understand. Sorry about that.
Keiichi, I know you and your team make sure every solar panel installation is tailored to the specific site. You also take the time to talk to the nearby residents to get their approval for the work. We didn't consider that at all and treated you badly. I genuinely apologize for how we handled things.
I've been informed about the trouble that Karen and Leo brought to you and your team. As their boss, I share some of that responsibility. I really regret how our last meeting turned out. I truly apologize. With that in mind, would you be open to collaborating with us again and setting up a new deal? Please, I'm begging you.
I'm grateful that you recognize our expertise in tech, and I respect your honesty. But I'm afraid we can't make it happen.
Why not?
Once our deal with your company, Dokit Reality, came to an end, we landed a huge contract with a major factory. The factory's representative was really impressed with what we did, that he has already got us working on more projects. Right now, we're fully booked with them and can't squeeze in anything else.
Our loyalty lies with the clients we currently serve who value our expertise and dedication. If you're considering another contract with us, you might need to wait quite a while, possibly months or even years.
Are you actually being serious?
We're already deep into constructing high-rise condos and homes. We can't afford to wait that long.
What in the world should we do at this point?
I recommended Doyomeki Electric Corporation because they specialize in large-scale open-area installations. But every company has its own strengths and weaknesses. I should have taken that into account more. At this point, your best option is to search for a different company to do the installation for you.
But honestly, it's going to be pretty tough to find anyone who can get it done as accurately as we can.
No way.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
After that, Dokit Realty got bombarded with complaints, and their name as a real estate company really took a nosedive. With years of financial setbacks adding up, they had no choice but to shut down completely.
If I had just shown up to that meeting like I should have.
If we had realized the true worth of Tokimeki Electric Corporation, none of this would have gone down.
Wow, Noah, your installation game is on point. I'd have no problem letting you handle it solo now.
I even got the same certifications as you, Keiichi. I really want to contribute even more.
You already bring a ton of value to the company, you know.
Nope, I've still got a long way to go. I really need to put in more effort. So you'll start seeing me more, Keiichi.
Wait, what? Thanks for watching until the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Why did you let our system maintenance slide? Do you understand how much damage this has done to us?
I quit my job last month. Kenji, the managing director, suggested I should, so I decided to quit.
Wait, you're joking, right?
I'm Keiji Sato. I used to work in sales at Doki Doki Insurance, but
What the heck is going on?
this is Nagisa. She's the CEO of Doki Doki Insurance. Hello, this is Keiji speaking.
Why did you let our system maintenance slide? Do you understand how much damage this has done to us?
What?
You were supposed to look after the maintenance of our system. But now everything's crashed, and we can't do anything.
I quit last month. So that's supposed to be Naoki's job now.
Wait a second. You actually quit your job here last month?
Yeah. Kenji, the managing director, suggested I should, so I decided to quit.
Wait, you're joking, right?
Honestly, I was already considering leaving for a while now. So when he suggested I should quit, it felt like the right moment, you know? But since you've been away on so many business trips, I guess nobody filled you in.
Oh, Nagisa. Ever heard of knocking before barging in here?
This is Kenji Takenaka.
What exactly happened while I was gone?
I had Keiichi coach Naoki on client interactions, but some of Naoki's clients decided to pull their insurance policies from us. I pretty much did everything Keiichi told me to do.
This is Naoki Uchida. He's the son of one of our most important clients.
I began to question whether Keiichi's coaching style was the right match for our company. So I had a conversation with him about it. And it turns out he was already thinking about leaving, so he made that choice.
You can't be serious. You really should have run this by me or at least kept me in the loop.
Well, it seemed like you were way too caught up with your work trips and all.
And honestly, losing Keiichi is a major blow for us.
A major blow for us? If you ask me, he seemed way too invested in the little details, like building connections with his clients at work.
No. Building strong relationships with our clients is what leads to lasting profits for our company. It's pretty clear we have a different outlook on this, Kenji.
1 month later. Wait a second. You're actually stepping down as the CEO of Doki Doki Insurance and going solo to launch your own business?
That's right. I wanted to create a place where you could work comfortably, Keiichi.
Hang on. You did this for me?
I've held the CEO title, but I've been wanting to run a business my way for a while now. Honestly, Everything that's happened lately finally pushed me to take the leap. Keiichi, I owe you an apology for how things went down at Doki Doki Insurance. I should have supported you better.
Not at all. Don't worry about it. Soon after, Nagisa left her job at Doki Doki Insurance and launched her own company called Tokimeki Insurance. I was one of her first team members and got to work there. Meanwhile, over at Doki Doki Insurance...
All right, everyone, listen up. From this point forward, it's all about the profits. Our goal is to be the #1 company in our industry. And for those who are still stuck in the inefficient, overly detailed approaches, you've got to whip them into shape and train them hard. Yes, sir. I really want our sales team to offer as many optional services as possible to our current clients. We need to take advantage of every opportunity. Got it, sir. As for Naoki, I really think he's got great potential. I'd like to see him in a more significant position. Right. By the way, his father, Mr. Uchida, will be visiting us this afternoon. Oh, really? Got it. Mr. Uchida, sorry for the delay. I really appreciate your patience. Way to go, Mr. Tanaka, on your promotion. I'm looking forward to our company sticking together and maintaining our great partnership. Thank you very much. Please look out for my son, will you? He tends to take his time getting into things. Naoki, remember to contribute at work. Got it? Yes, sir. Oh, you don't have to worry about him. Your son is exceptionally talented. I'll take care of everything. No problem.
And so, with Kenji steering the ship, Doki Doki Insurance began a new chapter. 3 months later, at Tokimeki Insurance. Welcome! How can I... Wait, Mrs. Yamamoto?
Hello there, Keiichi. It's been a while. I'm really glad to see you're doing well.
Well, wait, how did you know I was working here?
Oh, a friend of mine told me that you changed jobs and are now working here.
Oh, I see.
The other day, I went ahead and canceled my insurance with Doki Doki Insurance.
Wait, what? Why?
You know, I can't quite explain it, but I had this feeling that there was something off about them.
There was something off about them?
Yes, they kept throwing in all these extra features to my insurance policy that I didn't really want. At first, when I heard their pitch, it all sounded reasonable and I thought I needed them, so I went along with it. But over time, my insurance payments just kept going up. When I finally sat down and thought it through, I realized I didn't really need most of those options. After that, it just didn't feel right, so I decided to cancel my insurance with them.
I see.
Honestly, when you were handling my insurance plan, I never felt that way. You always took the time to explain everything clearly to my questions until I understood everything. Plus, your follow-ups were really thorough.
Oh, I was just doing my job.
Anyway, that's the reason I'm here. I'm hoping to switch my insurance plan to Tokimeki Insurance.
Oh, great. We'd love to have you with us. Meanwhile, at Doki Doki Insurance...
Is this report actually true? Yes, sir. We've been experiencing a surge of cancellations of insurance policies from our clients lately. Do we know why that's happening? Well, it looks like quite a few of them are clients Keiji used to manage when he was a sales rep at our company. What did you just say? Why would they all be canceling their insurance policies? We're not sure about all the details, but it looks like many are feeling disappointed that Keiichi's no longer with us. He was the one managing most of our major clients. Whoa. Keiichi? He was the one taking care of our major clients? When Nagisa became the CEO, he took over a lot of our clients. And from what I hear, those clients were pretty fond of him. I never realized that since he was dealing with a completely different type of service. What should we do? If the cancellations keep coming from our clients, it's going to seriously impact our company. This is frustrating. We really have to bring him back to our team. Wait, what? Find a way to talk Keiichi into coming back. I don't care what reason you give him. Got it, sir.
Meanwhile, at Tokimeki Insurance...
So, how did that last customer go?
Well, after going over everything, I let them know that their existing insurance plan was actually the perfect match for their needs.
I see.
Sorry, I know this isn't really boosting our sales.
And don't worry about it. Look, even if it doesn't improve our numbers, that's not the focus. I wanted to start a company where people can work and genuinely listen to what our clients need.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Meanwhile, over at Doki Doki Insurance.
Excuse me? What's wrong? I think I messed up a negotiation with our client. They got upset and they said they want to reconsider doing business with us. Which client are you talking about? They're from Dokin Corporation? I was trying to push some additional coverage options for the insurance policy, but they started getting really frustrated. Dokin Corporation? Shoji, what were you thinking putting Naoki in charge of a big client like Dokin Corporation? He should have worked with some smaller ones first. I was under the impression that assigning him important roles would be good for his growth. Dokin Corporation is one of our biggest partners. We can't afford to mess this up. Shoji, you take the lead on fixing things with Dokin Corporation after what happened. Yeah, yes sir. And what about Keiichi? Any progress on getting him back? I've reached out multiple times to him, but he's not interested in coming back.
Say what? Did he say why?
Well, he's already found a new job.
Fine. Offer him more than what he's making now. We seriously need him back.
Got it, sir. Actually, there's one more thing.
What now?
It's about the sales team. Their energy has been kind of off lately. Many of them aren't really tuning into me or following my directions anymore.
What? That's something you should fix with the team, not ask for my help.
With all due respect, sir, I believe the sales team's lack of motivation comes from the way you show favoritism towards certain employees. Some are struggling to keep up with your mindset and how you lead.
Are you saying I'm biased or something? I treat all our workers fairly.
I don't think you realize it, but you do. The morale of the sales team is suffering, and to be honest, we're losing some team members because of this. Kenji, you're leading the company now. Perhaps you should consider changing up your approach a bit?
I have my way of doing things. You just focus on doing what's best for our company.
Yes, sir.
And sometime later, over at Doki Doki Insurance.
Mrs. Hojo, I see you're thinking about canceling our insurance.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Is there a problem with what we're providing?
A problem? Well, Mr. Takenaka, you ought to think twice about how you and your company handle business.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying you ought to think about your business approach when you're offering those extra options on the insurance policy that aren't really necessary.
Well, that's...
Look, I know you probably believe those options are essential, but for someone like me, who really pays attention to their finances, they're just a bunch of extra nonsense. I'd much rather have simple, practical advice on my insurance policy.
That's not what we're trying to do.
Well, anyway, I should get going. I've got an appointment lined up with my old sales contact, Keiichi.
Huh? You have an appointment with Keiichi? Why?
Oh, you didn't know? Keiichi is now working for... what was her name? Nagisa, I think. Anyway, he's working at her company now. Everyone I talk to has nothing but good things to say about him and his work ethic. Quite a few have already switched their insurance to her company or are thinking about doing it.
Say what? Shoji, did you know about this?
Know what exactly?
About Keiichi and his new job? He's working at Nagisa's company now.
Yes. I actually found out about that when I talked to him the other day.
And you didn't think to tell me?
I didn't think his new job was relevant enough to report to you.
It is if he's working for Nagisa and her company. They're practically stealing our clients.
I really don't think that's the case, sir.
I'm off to Nagisa's company to see Keiichi and Nagisa right now.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting to go to, so...
After that, at Tokimeki Insurance.
Mind explaining what's going on here?
Kenji?
Well, what's the problem? Seems like you've been reaching out to our clients and taking them.
Reaching out to your clients and talking to them? What are you going on about? We would never do something like that.
Oh, is that right? Then how do you explain the flood of clients canceling their insurance that Keiji used to handle back at our company? And guess where a lot of them went? To your company, Tokimeki Insurance.
They chose to switch their insurance to our company, and that was their decision. We didn't try to lure or persuade any of your clients to join us.
What did you just say?
Kenji, I've actually heard a few things. Seems like a lot of your team members have been leaving your company lately.
How did you know that?
A few people have hopped over to our company after they quit their jobs at Doki Doki Insurance.
Say what? So now you're snatching my workers too?
No, you've got it all wrong. They came to this company because they wanted to. They figured out where they wanted to be and what kind of work environment suited them.
Hang on, Mr. Uchida, Shoji, what are you two doing here?
I had a meeting with Shoji today, but I heard you were in this office. So, I figured I'd bring him here.
You didn't have to do that.
I've been hearing some pretty unsettling things from Shoji about what's going on at your company. Not to mention, my son. Mr. Takenaka, I've told you more than once. Stop treating my son like he's fragile. I wanted him to explore various perspectives, which is why I trusted you with him. But your mindset is way too strict, and it looks like you're playing favorites based on your own biases.
I was just assessing Naoki according to his real capabilities. Shoji, what exactly did you tell Mr. Uchida?
I only told him what's really going on. I told him that if things continue like this, it's not going to be good for Naoki's future. I wouldn't want Naoki adopting your way of thinking. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Mr. Uchida, Shoji, how could you?
I've stood by you for years, Kenji. I believed in your philosophy, that growing a company means prioritizing profits above all else. But ever since you took over, and I've seen how you run things, I've started to question that.
Excuse me?
Before, I only saw you in a very limited context. And yes, you were reliable and good at what you do. But as the leader of a company, that same mindset just doesn't work. You must have realized that your old methods weren't effective anymore at some point. But instead of changing your approach and evolving, you chose to persist with the same methods. And look where that got you. You ended up losing key clients and even some employees.
Shoji,
I'm leaving my position at Doki Doki Insurance. I need some time to think about my plans for the future.
Shoji, I know it's all in the past now, but honestly, I've always been a bit skeptical about your focus on putting profits before everything else, Kenji.
Kenji, I see where you're coming from about profits being crucial for a company's success. But if that's all you care about, it's just a matter of time before things start to fall apart. You can't just disregard the people and the connections that keep the business going. If you do, your clients and team will walk away.
Kenji, I'm thinking we should reassess our relationship with your company, Doki Doki Insurance.
I beg your pardon?
Trust is everything when it comes to business and partnerships. I was just worried about my son at the beginning, but now I see the whole situation. I believe it's best if we break ties with your company. And as for my son, I'd prefer he doesn't work for you anymore.
No, wait, please. I promise, I'll make sure your son turns into a fine professional.
Mr. Uchida, if you'd like, we'd be more than happy to have Naoki at our company.
You would? Are you sure about this, Nagisa?
Oh, absolutely. You helped me so much when I was at Doki Doki Insurance. I'd be thrilled to team up with Naoki again.
I can't thank you enough. Truly. Please, be sure to take good care of him.
This can't be happening.
After losing all credibility with clients and within his own company, Kenji had no option but to step down. Without his CEO position, even his family distanced themselves from him, and it seems like things are pretty rough for him at home. Meanwhile, Naoki is putting in a lot of effort to make a name for himself at Tokimeki Insurance. As for me, well...
Keiji, working alongside you has really made me feel even prouder of the work I do.
Oh, I didn't really do anything.
Hey, what if we went out for a dinner? Just the two of us, enjoying some time together outside of work?
Huh? Yeah, I'd love that. Work is going great, and my personal life is just as good, if not better. Thanks for watching until the end!
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.